All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are going through the Outer Worlds 2. And just a couple of game updates. So we have managed to fix the Fallout London installation. It turns out with all this anniversary nonsense going on, Steam is just not a good option right now. So we've transitioned over to GOG, and everything worked so much more smoothly. So that will be coming back, but as these are both mainline games, and I don't want to run two mainline games at the same time, more Fallout London videos are coming, but we're probably going to dial that back to maybe once a week until we actually finish the Outer Worlds 2, and then we'll bring it back full time. So with that out of the way, let's get to it. Still haven't quite figured out where the resource we're supposed to be looking for in this mined area is actually located. These are not the right ones, or at least they're not interactable. This is the guy that we found the little stuffed animal next to. Just not a whole lot. That's outside the search area. Really wish they just gave you a quest marker. Not gonna be up here. Well, I'm really not sure what to do with this quest. We pretty thoroughly examined this area in the last video. And I just don't see it. I'm not sure what to do with this.
Commander's vital stats have reached an alarming low.
Thank you. Okay, I give. I don't know what to do for this quest. Might have to look that one up a bit later. Oh yeah, we had that as well. Well, we'll come back to that.
So who are you rooting for in the tossball leagues this season? Tossball? You mean pitchball? I mean tossball. You know, weekend zones, foot goals, offside hubs, hackers, tenders, wingers.
Yes, we are speaking of the same inspiring professional sport.
Okay,
Round.
not really sure what we're supposed to be doing here. Is it just buy ammo? Any ammo?
Is the Queen City. Go jumping away.
Boy, they don't make it easy to follow your quest lines in this game. Jesus Christ. Yeah, okay. It did complete it. Wow, that was not obvious.
Not everyone's cut out for life in an anti-encampment. It's intense, but only Fleetwood at least can shit. God's company is
Been noticing a lot of screws going missing away on board the ship. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
No missing fastener reports have been filed with this unit.
Let me rephrase. Have you been collecting screws for some reason?
Affirmative. Multiple replacement screws have been collected in accordance with pending work order from Agent Ibarra. I must have a screw loose.
It's a figure of speech, Val.
Duh. Yeah. Okay, we searched this guy's place already. Locate Redactor Quesnel. So she's either hiding or dead. The question is which? How would we get up there if that's where we need to go? Oh, wait a minute. What's all this now?
For your command.
Oh, hello. What do we got here? It is in the search area.
Detecting unfriendlies.
Ew.
Standing by with life support.
Life support will not be necessary. Not people we're looking for are not here. Okay. Well, that didn't work out. And this out here is outside the search area.
Oh,
Oh, here we are.
what's this? Non-protectorate personnel just sauntering up onto my porch, free as they please. Admit I'm accustomed to a higher standard of precaution. State your purpose, outsider, or exit yon way you came. Ah, I see you've discovered some of my misappropriated materials. Careful labeling proves prudent and useful yet again. Here, for your effort.
Thank you.
A full set of Science Adventures Quarterly was stolen from me and sold to various unknown parties across the island. Since you've already proven adept at their repossession, I would put it to you to locate the rest. In exchange, I will provide you with rarities and bits. In my role, I compile material providing special insight on other colonies. Items prohibited to others, news logs, serials, and the like. During recent troubles, unsavory elements removed certain items from my old office. Among them, this entire series, which took considerable time to assemble, I might add. The Ministry of Accuracy, over the hill from here, where I formerly operated before the invasion. It is currently unoccupied by humans leastways. However, that, while unfortunate, remains inapplicable to matters at hand. Sources placed them briefly in the hands of Sub Rosa black marketeers. Yet who sold the materials to them, or where they went afterward, remains a mystery. The line represented a growth of the medium, from the less sophisticated 2-bit its remarkable popularity not only mirrored a rise. The brief window surrounding the volume's release saw a marked increase in skip drone requests for Earth Directorate aid. I believe there remains much to learn from them. Ah, quite right. I am pleased you are. Return again when you have another. May safety, amity, and ease be yours.
Okay.
Feels good to be back in the saddle, don't it, Val? Kind of reminds me of our days in Nix's orbit, dodging Protectorate patrols. You remember that?
Error. Memory not found.
Ah, well. That's all right, Val. I'll just have to do the remembering for both of us.
What looks to be a terminal administrator's code has been written onto this scrap of paper. Entrance to the cellar. What cellar? It's a one-room hovel. Is there like a secret door somewhere? Or is it outside somewhere?
Saw you coming this time.
Oh, here we go.
I suppose it was only a matter of time until we were discovered. But what an odd thing to die for. Apples. Is that not why you've come? Because you discovered our recent larceny at the greenhouse? The greenhouse's stolen bounty offered a healthy alternative to gorging ourselves on that vending machine poison. Alas, I was spotted on 1 or 2 forays. I am merely quivering with rage over this insulting interrogation. And that scent you so subtly pointed out is the aroma of noble effort.
No, it's rotten
Foreign to
fish.
you, I'm sure.
Thought I saw you disappear in here. Oh. Seems I've stumbled into quite the shindig. You lot been hiding out in here all this time? Touch cramped, ain't it?
Please, stay. It would please me to end the lives of 2.
Not very copacetic, are you folks?
If this exchange is not to your liking, I can accommodate you with a bullet instead. And if I deny your assessment, can a decision made under duress really be considered a choice?
No.
Don't answer that. Very well. With so many invaders yet to slay, I would be remiss to relinquish our lives in such an unworthy duel.
Yeah.
We surrender.
Good
For
save.
now.
That was some slick talking. Can't believe you got them to surrender without firing a shot.
Yeah, me
I
either.
thought for sure we'd have to blast our way out of here. Guess I had this mystery all wrong. Small part of me was hoping... Nah, never mind. It's downright foolish. I lost a friend in the invasion. A good friend. Thought maybe all this was her trying to send me a message of some kind. Well, she always did. It must seem woeful of me to be carrying on in this fashion, though, don't it? Looking for signs and such. I appreciate that. Never really talked about the direction of my thoughts on this topic with no one before.
Okay.
How many other Protectorate loyalists do you suppose are embedded in Fairfield? Let that thought haunt you.
Another high security lockbox. Nice. Okay.
Emmeline will be pleased not to have to worry about her fruits and such going missing anymore.
Yeah, in fact, about that. No, that's the main quest. I don't want to do that. Okay, so I guess we don't have to go back to Emily, and I suppose the quest just completed. Okay. Except that that is still a quest. Yeah, we're not going to be able to scale that rock.
Best keep your lamps lit for wildlife.
Hostile wildlife. Familial classification of Raptidon.
I swear that wasn't clever.
Oh, this is just this. I do not remember the first Outer Worlds being this frustrating to just figure out where is the quest I need to, where do I need to go?
Station's
Where is it
gone.
at?
I can scarcely believe it.
Let me know when you needed a stretch.
Not friendly life form detected.
Box landing pad storage key. That sounds useful.
Back again. Thought you again. I heard fighting. What's going on?
We're not Protectorate. We're your ticket out of this hotbox. Esculepe sent us.
Esculepe? Zeb sent you? Wait, you're Niles, aren't you? Count on Zeb to go as far as raising the dead to help. But it's too late. I gather you haven't noticed the bodies in the pen here.
Oh. The others don't look like they suffered easy deaths.
Void-damned protectorate brutality, that's what. The consul sent a sentinel to conduct a preliminary interrogation. She tortured us for information. The others didn't survive her enthusiasm for the work. I'm only here because the consul wants someone brought back to him, alive. Lucky me. Thanks. Can't take all the credit, though. The sentinel seemed spent by the time she got to me. Quick, though, before I forget or we're interrupted, I memorized the cipher. It's O2519W. Should help Zeb decode the intelligence we sent him a whole lot faster. Kind of you to offer, but...
If you're too hurt to walk, I'm sure the...
No, it's not that. I need the Sentinel to take me onto that transport. I want her to think she's won. And then, just as we leave orbit, I'm going to blow her pretty ship to pieces. I'm no martyr. If there was another way to protect Zebulon and our cell, I'd take it. But if I escape, I'll make it look like an accident. Mechanical failure. When I was being tortured, I saw some...
You know your stuff, Commander. I was just about to point out the same problem.
What do you propose, then?
Not blowing yourself up, for starters.
You know how relentless the Protectorate is. But if I die, that's the end of it. The Consul will turn his attention elsewhere, and our... Please. If you can help me sabotage the transport, then help me.
Might be I could sabotage the transport from the outside. Make it look like negligent maintenance. What do you think, Commander? Yes, Commander. Stay put. Shouldn't take me too long. Done. Won't go into the particulars, but you can trust that ship will blow the moment it hits orbit.
Excellent work. I'd say I won't forget how you've helped me, but, well, you know. Tell Zeb what happened, won't you? That it was... The bravest thing I ever did was start thinking for myself.
Good luck, Audra.
Likewise. And thank you both, again.
Debrief Zebulon. Okay.
You've returned, but where are the others? Hold a moment. What's that in the sky? A Protectorate transport?
It's in the sky for now. Oopsie. Did I
What the
do
blazes was that?
that?
What of my team? That wasn't the vessel sent for them, was it? Tell me they were not on board. And you didn't think to dissuade her? Damn it, Niles! Our cause isn't served by more corpses. You're right. I apologize. Audra was never one for half measures. I know all too well how stubborn she... Was she at least able to give you the cipher before she... I wish the success of this venture had not come at such a terrible cost. But at least it was not for nothing. Perhaps I was mistaken about your commitment to making amends, Niles. Thank you for being true.
Can't fault you for having doubts. But I have changed.
I hope you'll both forgive me my earlier disposition. I'm not normally so... surly. I'm pleased Niles has found such a supportive friend and ally. That's a rare thing in this colony. I haven't much to reward you with, but take this.
Niles
It's
mod
something I'd
kit.
started on for Niles long ago. Hopefully it fits. This information came at a steep price, but I'll put it to good use. Expect to hear from me should our cause require further assistance from the Earth Directorate's best.
You have acquired a companion mod kit. At a workbench, you can use this to apply upgrade mods to your companion's weapon and armor. These mods increase the damage and armor values of their equipment respectively, as well as granting additional bonuses. Okay. Do you happen to have a workbench in here by chance? Probably not. Nope. Oh, bummer. Okay. Crapping on.
Got time for a debrief, Commander? Feels good, don't it? Helping folks like Zeb and Audra hit back against the Protectorate. Almost like being back with the Earth Directorate. No love lost between you and the Directorate these days, huh? Not hard to see why, of course. It's easy to focus on all that's going wrong, but wins ought to be celebrated too. On Triangular might have suggested going for drinks somewhere they don't come with fuel, but here, I think we'll have to settle for patting each other on the back. Shucks, Commander. I'm gonna get top heavy, you keep paying me. Thanks again for going out of your way.
No problem. Okay, and that was a game crash. Let's try that again. Okay, so we still haven't quite figured out how to sabotage this place. Can't figure out how to get to the quest marker. That's the biggest problem. Not what I wanted. We're 2 ranks short of that. No level ups to use. Just don't really know how to do this. I get the distinct impression that hacking this object is mandatory. And if that's true, that is very poor game design. Oh, wait a minute. Hello. What's this? Maybe we found the way in, finally. I was about to say, because if that is true, that is very poor game design. There should not be a mandatory requirement for any particular skill in order to just progress the game forward. Yeah, I think this is what we were looking for. Alright. Finally.
Ready to waste it, on your command.
Okay, that's unbarred. Oh, that could be bad. Ouch. Please, yeah, okay. Thank you. Okay, I'm not sure why we needed to do that. Nope. Okay, so I think we've got something figured out here. So there was apparently a bug in the game. So when I went to review the footage, so from the cut you just saw in the video, it's now the next day. So what it turns out was that for some reason, you can see up there in the corner of the screen now, my quest tracker is actually persistent. For some reason it wasn't before, and I just could not figure out, like, where are you supposed to go? What are you supposed to do? I just don't know. Quests would complete and objectives would update, and I just didn't see it. Because the quest tracker would just flash on the screen for a second and disappear. And I just did not see it. It's infuriating. So, I'm checking the settings, looking into the problem. The settings are set fine. I don't see what the problem here is. So, after threats of violence against the game, it miraculously decided to start working the next time I fired it up. I do not know why. But we're not going to argue with success. So, it's there now. Hopefully, our frustrations are at least minimized to some degree. So, with that out of the way, we did, in fact, find out that that last area that we messed with in the robotics center did actually complete the quest to sabotage the center. I just didn't see that because the quest tracker updated so fast and disappeared. I just didn't see it. So, we're back here at Officer Carr now, and we're going to turn that in and continue on here with the bit of time we have left in the video.
Been working at that spot of business we discussed. Easier to lead with fewer targets nibbling at your psyche. Loose your words. I'm listening. Let me spin you a yarn. One of my elite regiments ceased replying to hails several weeks ago. Hardy bunch. Fought all across the system. Yesterday, the Protectorate launched the regiment commander's upper torso into one of our encampments, which makes 2 1/3 complete corpses of a 6-person unit. Mocking us. Calculating bastards, the Protectorate. Would admire their efficacy if it weren't taking so many of my best and brightest.
Yeah.
Once the fighting reignites in full, they'll pay dearly.
Yeah, I didn't need all that.
Ask a loaded question, get a loaded answer. You want diluted truths and empty charm? Milver Street's just around the corner. Pains me to admit such, but for all our losses, we've minimal gains to show. It's all these half measures. Milver Street saw things my way, Paradise Island would be ours by mess. Most hands are troublesome in their own ways. We outmaneuver the Protectorate. Hit them hard, hit them fast. By the time Blood sprays dirt, their citizens will have already defected. Fun as it is to discuss reasoning, reckon our time would be better spent focused on business. Scouts reported a plume of smoke thick and wide billowing from the facility. Sure didn't seem to be mechanical exhaust. Got more to report? Just that Milver Street requested her presence for some mission. Normally I'd demand to be paid, but I was just glad to get her some work. Trooper Sealong was one of my best enhanced soldiers, but never took to her grafts. Been uncertain what I could rely on her for. So Milver Street holds her contract. Least for now. Trooper Sealong ain't a fragile wallflower. She's a soldier. And even at reduced efficacy, she's worth 15 of any. She's got a contract. And she ain't so far gone we can't make use of her. But the fact is, her grafts are holding her back, and it's only getting worse. Afraid that may be the extent of the work I've got for you, being freelance and all. But it was quite the pleasure working with you all the same. Ever I have need of a freelancer again, I'll know where to look. Good doing business.
And you. Okay, now I have to wonder what Milver Street's gonna say. Will he still give us quests?
I'm telling you I can do more. I've been proving myself to you time and again, haven't I? All I'm asking is a mite of trust. Let me fix my arm, and I'll...
Calm down. You know the risks you enhanced troopers present. My utilizing you at all was a kindness on your behalf.
I'll calm down when you stop bringing your little excuses. How about that?
My, such aggression. You scarcely need add hostility to your list of inadequacies, Do try to understand my perspective. You were so lethargic returning, I had you pre-marked as a casualty. Do you know how many forms I...
Now hold on. I went into enemy territory crawling with dangerous creatures for you alone to get some dusty report. And you got the audacity to complain about paperwork? If this contract weren't staying my hand, I reckon you'd be answering to it right about now.
You mean grant preferential treatment to a subpar contractor? And I suppose the bits for such a procedure shall simply manifest from the ether?
And if I die or leave, how do you reckon failure to retain an enhanced soldier would look to upper management, huh?
Please pay this disgruntled employee no mind. What would she do without Auntie's hand to guide her?
That's it. I'd rather be a down-and-outer for the rest of my life than crushed under your counterfeit leather boa boot a second longer. I quit!
It most assuredly is not good for her. This is unheard of, and I might add, you'll not be welcome with an Auntie's Choice one.
So you say. But Auntie's Choice ain't seen a trooper like me before. You'll regret counting me out. And you, I got a proposition for you. Come find me.
She will most assuredly regret her decision. Troopers abandoning their contracts.
Wow, she vanished. That is an incredibly good trick.
All done in there?
How did you get back here so
we could
fast?
Chat. Hope that little dust up back there didn't put you off. My contract had me caged, and I was glad to get a few licks in during the jailbreak. Got a proposition. Since I'm newly free-ranged, and you're free-ranged yourself, thinking we ought to team up. You're going places. I want to go too. If you help me fix my graft, you'll retain the services of a fully functioning enhanced soldier. Me. Don't matter what you set your mind to, together we'll be unstoppable.
I like the sound of that.
And in time, maybe I'll have earned myself the clout to be welcomed back into Auntie's Choice. Had a feeling you knew a good offer when you seen it.
Yes, I do.
Once I'm in top form, you'll be pleasantly surprised to see what I'm capable of. Just gotta find out how to get there first. Doc Tinsley worked with Grafts for some time before she came to Fairfield. Damn fine scientist. Reckon we should visit her lab at the edge of town to see if she's got ideas for us.
This much of a crowd's not likely to keep a low profile. Someone ought to head back to mind the ship.
Acknowledged.
After you.
Okay. Nice. Visit Ethel Tinsley's yeah, that's the one we want. And the quest log's gone again. God damn it. Why does this nonsense keep happening? Field medicine. No. No, I don't want to spend a very limited point system on field medicine. Companions inherently, like many other games, can't actually die in this game. At least not on the difficulty setting we're using. So I don't really see a reason to give them more medicine. Oh, one other thing I should mention. I actually added an exploit to remove the fog of war from the map. It didn't really seem to make sense. Like, this isn't the ass end of nowhere, right? Like, this is a well-populated system. The layout and the map of the area is not like a mystery of the universe. Like, we know what this area looks like. What I don't see... Let's do one thing. Let's go back to here. No, the quest tracker is just gone. I was really hoping this was fixed, because I'll be honest, without that, I'm willing to scrap this whole run and just go back to Fallout London. I just have no patience for that at all. It is so hard to know when you actually complete something successfully without that. Travel to Ethel's lab, located in a barn on the outskirts of Fairfield. So, must be that right there.
People think I got ejected from the saloon because I'm 3 sheets to...
No?
Sheets to the wind. Well, maybe I am drunk. Drunk on bold ideas.
I must ask you to hold still. In future, I'd appreciate you keeping your unsanitized hands to yourself. I'm gonna have... No, that doesn't look right at all.
You know, Doc,
What's that burning smell? Oh, good. I think the saw's all warmed up.
Ha, that's comforting. But that's not Dr. Ethel Tinsley. Who are you? You're just a trooper. No quest tracker. This is frustrating. Lab located in a barn. Okay, well this is not a barn, clearly.
Hell. I've stood this post so many times I could do it in my sleep.
Mind you don't let the bosses upstairs hear you say that. You might start getting
Yeah, this
ideas
is definitely Fairfield. Oh, it must be this building over here. That looks like silos.
A lot of fresh blood in the talent pool around here with these.
Oh no, that's this big building. That's not right. Or, is it? No, it isn't. We gotta go farther. Oh, and now all of a sudden it just shows up magically. That was not there a second ago. Quest tracker still not working. I'm seriously considering just scrapping this whole run and being done with it. I'm so over the game just not working properly. In fact, let me just make sure the settings are still the way I left them. So you want waypoint markers set to show. Yeah, and quest updates are always on. It is set correctly.
Hello again. Was there something you... Oh, Inez! You look, well, like you could use an ice bath and a cup of newly formulated trip teas. Has something happened?
Something has, all right. I ended my contract effective immediately. Now I'm free to prove myself.
Well, that's wonderful news. Or, that is not common knowledge in this town. But since Inez appears to trust you, I suppose I can do the same. Before I began my new illustrious career working with our tame, scaly friends here, I was a researcher in the Enhanced Soldier Division.
Yes, I know that.
I was on the verge of breakthrough when they shut us down. Oh, when I think of the lives I could have reached. But in my current role, I do try to help where I can.
Where my own first aid training can't reach, Doc's got me covered. The graft knocked me on my ass for weeks when I first got it. But she nursed me back to health.
Would if I could have done more.
Despite your insinuation, there are plenty of good folk around here. But perhaps not...
I understand your reservation, but I do care. Right. I have a lead, Inez. I've identified 2 viable beasts on this island that you may be compatible with. Though it may... The first candidate is the skeleton crabble. It has a rare form of albinism and was last spotted on the western coast by Protectorate scientists, who, unfortunately, went missing. I happened upon an old report of theirs along with a code used to operate their machinery. If their fate is what I suspect, the code may be of use to you.
I heard rumors of the creature myself. Our skeleton sounds a good...
The second candidate is a Raptidon matriarch, the only one of her kind on the island as I understand it. She was last spotted in the crags near the Vox Relay.
Deep in Protectorate territory. This may...
When you breach the matriarch's lair, you must rouse her from hibernation. I found pheromones to be quite effective. Inez?
That I do.
Excellent. It'll be a rather unpleasant wake-up call for the matriarch, so she'll be upon you in... Yes, though I would recommend... Now, when you acquire one or both of these parts, return here straight away, and we can begin surgery. Matriarch, I mean...
Okay. Quest updated, no tracker. Why is there no tracker? Okay, acquire skeleton. Found in a cave in the southwest coast of Paradise Island. Those are inactive quests. So this is active. Let's make sure this is active. Okay. Actually, no need to walk the whole oh, it kind of is a need to walk the whole distance. Okay. All right. Spire Grove. Interesting. Okay.
No, Jackson, don't! Don't fret. With these boots, I can fly!
Oh! That's gonna leave a mark.
Say something!
It wasn't the fall that killed him, it was a sudden stop at the end.
Oh, Lord.
Duh.
I can't believe he jumped that way.
Sir, I know this isn't the time, but are they going to put us to the gallows for this?
What? No. That ain't how we operate in Auntie's Choice.
Demotion to...
No. Now cease your jaw. Hey, you! You down there! Would you mind checking on our fellow? Might he have survived the fall? He thought those boots would make him fly, but they really just allowed the user to... Dying, actually. Dying in a fairly slow, agonizing manner. We've been stuck atop this machine since Ida, one of our new Protectorate acquisitions, had her gray matter scrambled by the height, jumped down, and landed right in its gears. That's right. She joined us shortly after Auntie liberated her with the freedom of meritocracy, and she seemed happy enough. I can't
Were you not listening? She said she'd always be a loyal subject. It was part of the endless inculcation we endured in the Protectorate. It can prove
the notion that she'd sacrifice herself, even after seeing the vast possibilities. There ain't no way off this platform besides jumping, and you've seen how that ends. But you being down there makes you... The reason Jackson tried using those plasma thruster boots was to gather a piece of machinery we'd spotted on a little table halfway up the spire.
It's a drive overloader. If we install it, we can push the platform's arm hard enough to... well, to grind old Ida out of the gears.
Though the power of that overloader will deluge the system and, well, overload the drive and burn it out all permanent-like.
So if you were to use them boots to bound up the spire and deliver the overloader to us, we'd avoid the trap.
Exactly!
Thank the
Okay. Interesting. Grab the experimental plasma thruster boost that will let you almost defy gravity from Jackson's corpse. Oh, free schematics. Plasma Augmented Leap Enhancer is a fantastic invention that allows one to reach new heights. They are automatically equipped and allow you to jump a second time. Oh, okay, double jump. Cool. Warning. The pail is ineffective while falling at critical velocities. Okay, so we need to get up there. How would one actually do that?
Yeah.
Nope, too far. Wow, this double jump is really garbage. Okay, so that's obviously where we have to jump across. How do we get there?
Oh, you're by our crop of Brachythecium rotamulum. They're found in bandages and burn tinctures. If you don't have that drive overloader, ascending may be a waste.
Okay, we have the drive overloader.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll bite. How did you guys just make that jump? I'll wait for an explanation.
That's it? It was that easy?
We've certainly found our way into a most harrowing circumstance, He hadn't been here terribly long, so we weren't particularly familiar. Like me, still he seemed like a friendly, kind... Please do hurry.
Oh, you could just do it with Engineering 4, which we already have. Okay. That's fine, we got the part anyway. And some plants. So those might be useful. Okay. And now we have double jump. Was there anything in here? Yeah, okay. Plus 38% inhaler charge. Well, that's fine.
Oh, thank the law. I never thought of myself as...
I mirror that sentiment, to be certain. In fact, Auntie will have to pay me triple if heights are to be involved. And isn't it?
I agree with Liza. I'm inclined to keep a few. Here's your reward for evacuating. It was useful for identifying crops we'd missed in our harvest. But to be honest...
Thank you. Okay, now then. We need to go back to Better Than Nature. Yeah, which is here. So that is going to be over this direction. Okay. And we're well over our 1 hour time, but I think once we get there, then we'll go ahead and stop the video there until next time.
I get the sense you ain't too fond of Auntie's choice. Any reason why?
Maybe on account of them being a giant, malignant corporate entity. Reminds me of the one I grew up under. And that ain't a compliment.
I grew up under a corporation like Auntie's too, Niles. You ain't the only one with a sob story.
Oh, there is a tiny building there. Okay.
Then you might ought to know better than to throw in with Annie's. They're just like those bit-pinching bastards on Triangle.
Oh, and we leveled up. Okay. Well, then I think we're going to put some points into hacking. It seems to be quite useful in this game.
If the
Oh, wait
Earth
a minute.
Directorate hadn't stepped in.
Perks. Oh, we got a perk point. Okay. Now let's see what our choices are. Psychopath. Oh, that's a bonus against negative rep, which we don't have. Okay. You unlock an additional weapon slot. That could be useful. Okay, yeah, I think we're going to go with restricted access. Gain access to restricted inventory of vending machines. That could be useful. Okay.
Well, there you have it. The Earth Directorate's...
Your skills are erratic, to say the least. Often. Effects. When leveling, you can only add skill points into your lowest non-zero skill or... no, rejected. Absolutely not.
Sure as shit didn't save us.
No, suppose not. But you've got choices now. Time for excuses is past.
Don't you look down your nose at me. Any sane folk would throw their lot in with the ones who helped them. Not those who deliberately look the other way. How's your own loyalty?
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Finally, get back to talking. How's your own loyalty to the Earth Directorate treated you all this time? I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
Oh, hello. Oh, cool. It's another one of those science quarterlies. One more volume of that to find. Nice. Okay.
Click him out!
Okay. So we need to go that direction, but that direction is not directly available. Maybe we can go around.
Cutshaw here, with the only task I'm unwilling to delegate. Logging our progress in the Promotion Acceleration Program.
Who would you delegate it to? We're the only ones left.
For once, you make a point, Cobb. Today's exercise really narrowed the playing field. We were tasked to analyze how the introduced Raptidon population adapted to the island. I'll admit, I took a hands-off approach. Probably why I still have my hands. And face. A few cohorts misreckoned those sneaky rats. Among the Eaton, Wall Monitor Lindergaard, probably mispronouncing that. Vat Sanitizer,
Commander, watch your vitals!
Definitely mispronouncing that.
Pick up the pace, Cutshaw. These raps can be anywhere, and we're both a mite ripe.
I'll finish when I'm good and finished. Oh, okay, I'm finished. Grab your gear and let's hoof it to the final skill-building activity, Cobb. Quit your loafing.
See those burrows? The skeleton's nearby. And if it's as nearby as I think, it don't bode well for those scientists.
Yeah, I kind of got that impression too. Mysterious cave. Aha. Pretty well hidden mysterious cave, I'd say.
Well, you hate to be proven right. These folk have been dead a while. And that must be the machinery Duck mentioned. Over here, Commander.
I don't see where you are, dear.
Huh. Seems this terminal reroutes power to speakers around the cave. They were using sound to lure the Crabbles out. Let's see here. Generator's back on. Power up that phonotron, would you? Should cause enough ruckus to make the skeleton come out and play.
And what am I supposed to do? Just stand around and look pretty?
Well, if the commander's keen to share,
I mean, if you
can
can.
press the button too. Wouldn't want you feeling left out. Ain't making it easy for us. Watch yourself. Damn, he's tough. How's he still standing? There, he's down.
Guns cocked and loaded. Get the signal.
Nice work. Mind bringing it over here so I can take a gander?
Okay. Hello. Always take a little free ammo. A music box. Oh, that's neat. Grenade. Always take some free grenades. Shells. Free drinks. Might as well just eat them immediately. Candid skull fin. That's just a junk item, I guess. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, got a ring. Okay, some unusual junk items there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that seems to be a pretty successful little mission there. So we're going to go ahead and call it a part there. And we'll pick up next time and see if we can keep moving on. Until then, I'm Alan. This is The Outer Worlds 2. Thank you very much, and goodbye.